Hi, this is Kim, or Adverse Camber 42, continuing my playthrough of Black Myth Wukong on PlayStation 5. Well, last time we had a phenomenally good run. We finally beat the Yellow Long, we beat the Scorpion Lord and Duskvale, a whole bunch of bosses that you guys told me were difficult. And indeed, you're right, they were difficult. I'm making it sound like I did it easy. Though we did do Scorpion Lord first time, let's just stick with that. So I believe all we have left this chapter now is we've got to go and beat the Hundred-Eyed Daoist, the final chapter boss. And I do know, before anyone tells me it in the chat, the trick with Yondu's arrow, or at least someone explained it to me in terms of Jujutsu Kaisen references. So I'm looking for when he expands his domain. I know what that means. I hope it's recognizable, because that's apparently when we have to throw Yondu's arrow at him. Because, you know, when we picked up Yondu's arrow last time, it did specifically say I had to use it on a specific boss, and this is the one. And hi there, Info. I'm just looking for my bag of treats. I hid them from Tia yesterday, and there they are. But how are you, anyhow, Info? Let me just feed Shrody, because she's climbing all over me. And then we will go and see about this boss. I'll just give the bag a rustle, actually, because, you know, T normally comes running and I can't see her. Which makes me worried that I left the door open upstairs when I was feeding the frogs earlier. But let me just rustle the bag. I'm very well, thank you, Info, apart from this nagging fear I have that I left the door open. I might just have to send someone to check. Oh, Tia's here at least. There she is. But how are you anyway, Info? I'm being signaled to say I did close the door. Sorry. I installed a new heat lamp on my frog's tank, and I'm worried about the cats getting near it unsupervised because it gets very hot. But I did remember to shut the door. Tia, there are treats. Go on. Yep. Shrody and Tia have both had treats. Shrody fancies more, but she's not getting it unless anyone presses the button again. Did I say I was well, Info? Yes, I am well. I'm glad you are too. So let's just remember which way we're heading. So I think there was one route off this that we hadn't gone down. I think it's that one. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is the way to the last boss. And I can't imagine he's far just because there's a checkpoint there. So let's just take a breather. Whew. That wheat field down there is looking like a good boss arena, actually. So let's go.
师兄，师兄，救我！
既叫你设了局，又与你法宝相传，怎就败了？
真见了他，我下不去手。后来天命人赶到，我打斗不过，洞里已被那猴子搅得翻天覆地。
区区一只猴子也退无礼。 你旧伤未好，又被他打作心伤。放心，我替你打点。师妹，我的那样东西，可还在你身上？
还在。
师妹啊，你虽样样不济，能把天命人引来这里。 也算功德一件，但我借你的东西得先还回来。师妹，你的仇我自然会报。你苦了一辈子，安心去吧。
Okay, looks like the spiders are helping me, but let's go fight. Oh, I forgot I had that one equipped. Same pluck. When he's at half up. Where's he going? Where the hell is he? Over there. Nice that the spiders are helping me. I don't think they're actually doing much good. But... Oi. I might have missed him. I think what he's doing though. That's such a weird hitbox because of the length of his legs. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, he's underground again. Where's he going? Whoa! Grapple attack. Well, that was a tad scary. Oh, underground again? Fuck it. What the hell's he doing? Like his little earwiggy tail sticking up. Where's he gone? Okay, he's behind me, I think. There he is. Sure is tanky. Oh, come on, that hitbox. Shit, really? Right, shouldn't use pluck right at the start of the fight, really. Whoops, missed my chance. Oh well. Oh, come on. Okay, not a fan of that wind-up. It's the first try and he's an end of phase boss, so it might take a couple of goes. Because I'm barely chipping him. I haven't used a lot of help so far as well. Oh, you fucker. So give me time to get that in. And that one. Let's try tiger him a bit. Right, but they normally go down a bit faster, so I'm not sure. Yeah, amount of health. By the life-saving, enough time to cast it. Right, let's try that again. Might embrace around with my summons, because I don't think Yin Tiger's the best there because of his hitbox. Yin Tiger's a bit slow. Might try my new Thunder guy, though. And hi, Laura, I'll feed the cats just while we're reloading. If anyone actually comes, because Info just fed them. Oh, here comes T. You got Tia at least. Come on, TBBB. There we go, Tia. Some treats for you. Okay, let's just mess around with my cast bars. So let's take... Wandering White hit him. Wandering White has a bit of a narrow hitbox. And I do like the free freeze from the Apramana bat. Might stick with the bat. I didn't actually use it that time in combat either. But I'm going to change my transformation. Reignite the sparks. No, set spells is what I want. I might try Golden Linling. Because that's the one I just unlocked. That's the lightning guy. Yellow Long, the last boss we fought last time. So we'll give him a little try. Okay, let's try my new guy and see how much damage he does. Okay, that's pretty fun. Seems to be doing a bit more damage as well. You were trying to explain to somebody the experience of watching me stream. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Okay, let's go, guys. Come on, Team Monkey. Get that in there as well. So everyone can get some free hits. Oh, that time at least. It's pretty hard to hit him with that ability. Okay, now we're on the ground. I think technically this game's Chinese, actually, Laura, not JRPG, but you're close enough. Oh, fuck. Heal, heal, heal. Still haven't seen this domain, which makes me concerned this is a two-phase fight. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're gonna die, I think. Fuck, that's annoying. Okay, this is a domain. This is what it was talking about. So I need to use my Yondu's arrow. There it goes! Okay, kudos to the person who called it a domain when they described it to me. I knew exactly what I was looking for. I would like to hit it now, though. Oh, fuck it! Knock me out my big attack! Okay, that's AoE. I'll remember that next time. I just feel like we're barely chipping him. I'd like Dragon King back. No, that looks bad. Oh, fucking hell, how do I avoid that? Get up. Use the shock one. Right, we're out of heals, so we're going to have to use big heal. Fuck. How do I avoid that? It's awful. Fuck it. Can't move. Hit him, hit him, hit him! Ah, fuck it! I really need Dragon King before he kills me. I'm stuck under him. Fuck it! That's not looking good! No. Ah, if only Dragon King had been a bit faster. But at least we saw the domain that time. I just wish I could deal more damage. Hiya, Daily. How's it going? I love the concept of you trying to explain watching a stream to somebody who had no idea what you're talking about, Laura. That sounds comedy gold. I wish I had been there. Right, anyway, what we got? Longevity. Let's see what I can just fling on my cast bar. Not that I have time to really cast it during a fight. Resurrection upon death. I only have one of you, but sure. Why not spaff it? Save it for a second phase if we get there. Let's go Dragon initially this time. Barely clipping it. What is wrong with this boss? Just to hit him that time. I don't really want to use a pluck, just because it wasn't very good last time. He immediately just dug into the earth as soon as I used it. That though. Oops, used that too soon. Kind of a good thing because he dug away. I hit. Ah! That might be death at this point, because that is a very dangerous attack, and I ran straight into it. Oh fuck! While I was healing, you wanker. Where's he gone? I saw a gleam over there. Oh no, that was just him using something behind me, I think. Yep. Thought that was just going to be a sign that he's coming there. Oh fuck, no! Not that one! I've wasted the arrow. So we're fucked now, basically. Because I needed that for his second phase. always hit that fucking button by mistake. It is the worst one. That's why I forget I've got that spell half the time. He's going underground again, isn't he? Fuck is he? There. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button! I can't even cast Golden Limewang in this form. Or any of my other spells. Shit. So yeah, we're dead without the arrow, basically, I think. Okay, I don't like the look of this in the domain. Where's he gone? Ah, there. I still do not know how to dodge that attack. There's got to be a knack to it, but I haven't figured it out yet. It gets me every single time. There just must be like the perfect time to dodge it or something. If only I hadn't cast the bloody needle early. He does an attack daily where he raises his arms in that second phase and then it does a huge AoE around him. I just can't seem to get away from it fast enough. He's hit me with it every single time he's used it. I think it just must be the dodge window, but I haven't quite sussed it yet. Imagine like yellow long. If I figure out that dodge window, it should be alright. Again. And this time, don't use the fucking needle, Kim. I was told to use the Weaver's Needle when he summoned the domain daily, the Yellow World. I was told that was the way you beat that. Sorry, that's the thing I've been calling Yondu's Arrow. Weaver's Needle is its correct title. Well, bollocks. Fuck it, let's try and get some pre-hits in. He's about to dig, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, fuck it! Ah, just to use my cloud step. Wanker, where is he this time? Behind me. There he is. That should do it. Oh fuck! He lifted his bloody leg as I did it! I fucking hate this guy! Fuck it. Knew I'd mistime that. I'm just trying not to use pluck because I'd like to be able to freeze him more in his second phase, if I can. Is there anything better than the bat I can throw at him as well? Let's try bringing our old friend Wandering White back. Oh, and tagging that. Otherwise Wandering White won't be up to charge. This boss took you a lot of attempts to beat. Yeah, I heard people say he was tricky, to be fair. I think the thing is that he just doesn't seem to take any damage. It's just chip damage all the way, a bit like the Duskvale was. But Duskvale was less annoying. Right, come on, we can do this. Let's try using tiger pills just before we go into the battle, just so we do a bit more damage from the word go. He always hits me immediately. He spins, he gets me like that. It doesn't seem to flinch either. Usually when you cloud step, things flinch. Send out Mr. Dragon. Okay, we're a bit more successful with our dragon in this time at least. I'm about to go back though, yes. Oh, fuck it, I'm shot. There we are. Oh, you fuck it! I hate that ability. I'm underground again? When do I get to fight back? Oh, come on, a different grapple! Oh fuck, he's using that one. See it. Right, Oh, come on! Not while I'm charging an attack! Oh, did I just use the bloody needle again? Ah, oh, fucking Kim! No, I think I accidentally used the needle at the right time. In which case I entirely meant to do it. That was the wrong pill. I wanted to use. Good work. Fuck, that's the one, Daily. That's the one I can't dodge. I think I was just too far away for it to hit that time. Come on, Mr. Dragon. Mr. Dragon seems to be barely able to hurt him. Shows how much health this fucker has. Whoa, not right in front of him, monkey! No! Gonna hit, yep. And shock. Come on, heal, heal, heal! I tried to do shock, but I think I missed it. Yep. I'm only like a hit away from beating him. Come on! I'm out of heals! No! 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 Oh, I used the pill, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't use the fucking pill. Bollocks! I was so sure I'd used the soul migration pill in that fight. Must have forgotten it. Do I have it on? Yes, I do actually, but I didn't use it. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. I thought I'd equipped it. Right, let's try again. He is definitely doable. Just gotta be a bit luckier.
你也如他们一般不知死活，又岂能不承认？
Caught on his leg there. Goddamn centipede! He's doing the thing. Try and get away. Oh, at least I got away from it that time. Oh, lay off it. Where's he coming from? Behind usually when he does that. There he is. Yeah, that was a bit greedy, wasn't it? Yes, didn't think that was going to connect. That one, unfortunately. Oh, this is the bad thing, isn't it? Go, arrow, This time we use the pill. Yep, let's get out of that. Oh, don't think I hit him. Fuck! Ran into that, didn't I? I don't understand how the soul migration pill worked. I thought it was supposed to save me from death. But it doesn't seem to have done. Oh well, it didn't do what I thought it did. Ah well, I tried. Let's see what other pills I've got in the inventory then. Huh. Upon use, grants resurrection before triggering... Yeah, not a clue then. Right, what else we got in there? Okay, you might be useful. Again! Oh, come on! It's knocking me out of that one. Fuck that. I'm even locked on? No, I'm not. Explain that! Yeah, as I fail to dodge every single attack. This is not... I might as well just die at this stage, I think. Yeah, we'll give it another attempt. What the hell, let's send out block then, since I'm failing miserably. Did he knock me out of block too? Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, we're not going to win this time, are we, if we're honest? Okay, again. I was also told that if you use the Weaver's Needle on... if you don't use the Weaver's Needle, he doesn't swallow his sword, but that's not true from the time we tried that. Just so if anyone else read that on Reddit. Not true! He still uses it. I don't know if there's a way to stop him from using the sword. It wasn't, obviously. Red Tides and the Dragon are the best transformations. I quite like both of those, yeah, I would agree. Though Yin Tiger got me through Yellow Long's fight. Yeah, don't stand right. It's easy to get snagged on his legs. Whoa, bad time to transform there. Right in front of his big electric attack. Get out from under his legs, really. Oh fuck, 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 fuck! That was not the attack I thought it was going to be, but still awful. I think that's the glimmer. Yep. Okay, that's the bad one, that's the grapple. Yep, and get out of it. It's very hit and miss, that one. Oh, fuck! Misread that. Oh, come on, I want to use... Yeah! Oh, fuck this, seriously! Oh, come on! I was healing! Oh my god! I wish I had enough money to make that awesome long staff. Right, anyway, again. I think he used a poison attack on me that time, actually. Let's just make sure I've got a poison cure on my cast bar. I can take it instead of the tiger ones. It's the one called anti-miasma or something like that. There. I didn't notice poison build-up, but it looked like I took chip damage from poison there at the end. So just in case, we'll make sure we've got a poison cure. Right, this time we'll let him knock me before I use immobilize as well. There we are. Yeah, I knew he was about to turn back just as he swung that sword. Every fucking time. Whoa, okay, let's start dodging now in case that's the grapple. Yeah, it was, but I dodged it at least. Oh, did I miss him? Damn. Okay, that's the glimmer attack. Yeah, I think I... Oh, fuck, no! Not the life-saving pill! I thought anti-miasma was in that slot. I've lost my life-saving pill this time. At a time. Okay, that was greedy. Now I need to use the anti-miasma powder. Oh fuck, come on! Let me fucking heal! I'm dead. Not sure when he starts using that second phase attack. Sometimes you see it quite early. And the last couple of times we've gotten past half and I haven't seen it at all. I just wish I could do more damage to him. Right, let's try, and remember not to immobilize him until he's done his first weird little roar. That one, in fact. I can't get past his fucking leg! Not the best run with Dragon, but not the worst either. You always toast me out just as we use that. About to go into the ground, that's why I wasn't using my bigger attack. Ah, fuck it. Every dratted time. Ah! Touching that one's always sheer luck. Oh, again? I want to use my big attack! You unbelievable wanker. Start dodging now because I don't know where the sword's coming from. There. I think I've lost my lock on. I have. Oh no, there's another one! like that attack either. I think I missed. All his wind-ups look exactly the same to me. I'm sure they're not. But can I tell them apart? Nah. Oh, fuck, every time. I think we're heading for domain expansion. Oh no, still no domain expansion. It's gotta be coming. And I'm out of dodges, so he's probably about to get me. That's it. Alright, what it is. And use the needle. Here we go! Time for the bad thing. That work? Why did none of the pills do what they say they're going to do? That one said it was going to restore me. Oh, fuck this. I'm in trouble. I can't move. Is that heat too? Is there any abilities this guy doesn't have? Oh, fuck. Fuck me! Okay, that hit him at least. Fuck, that looks bad! Yep. Oh no, that's the bad thing. Ah ha ha ha! Trophy, behold the betrayal, finally.
是和那时一样笨呐。
母亲，母亲，母亲！
初见的角动，
月光在惜别的城楼，
思念是眉间的药，
愿念念望相思，寻常最长久。
汹涌如潮流，
忐忑似轻舟，有你相伴，这一路多么多么自由。云卷
云舒
风起，
一周，
从立春到立秋，
在那一刻我爱上你的所有。忘了是心田的沟，
记得是老套的酒，
指引是相拥无言。
愿天黑花当你总会说不够。
本事虽有长进，却还是个笨货。这番不但伤了悟能与他的小情人，还毁了人家的大阵，罪过，罪过！凡人也好，神仙也罢，都想着戒断过往，重启炉灶。可命运就像爱人的舌头，嘴里一套，心里一套，哪怕亲口尝到，也不知到底是想要还是不想要。
Okay, we've got our next relic, the Envious Tongue. Only one more relic. Oh no, there's a hole in the centre too. 2 more relics, I think. What else do we get? Another level. Nice. Oh, and some good cash. And some goodies. Oh, I think there's some gold thread there. That's good. Yeah. A couple of fine gold threads. Celestial ribbon. Kun steel. Tree core. Mind core. Sky-piercing horn. Cool. I like that animation too. I remember that story from The Journey to the West, where Zhu Bajie kind of turns into the catfish to seduce women. But hey. Anyway, let's zoom in and see where the stories are on this scroll. Fuck you, Hundred
当
Eyes.
年这蜈蚣精被毗蓝菩萨收服，囚在紫云山，是上方求情，方得生还。神仙做事多让耳目呆劳，本尊坦然自若，如下棋一般。可怜那些棋子他们明明自知是棋子，却心怀侥幸，甚至以此为傲。
What else we got?
青丝不斩，哪怕封了净坛使者，也是俗人一个。从总督天河的天蓬元帅，到福陵山的朱刚烈，再到取经的周悟能，本性一点儿没变。也罢，做个直肠的痴汉，定能少些烦恼吧。料想这位定是冬天里的上仙，当年七情迷没，多目遭伤两难中，是毗蓝菩萨出手解困，不曾有天庭协助。可那孙悟空行事不论规矩，难说他没有去搬别的救兵。
Is there any more?
这大公鸡乃毗蓝菩萨之子，名卯日星官。当年降服白眼魔君的绣花针，便是他日眼里炼成的法宝。独敌山琵琶洞，他还曾叫死过一只大母蝎子，可谓昆虫天敌。
Okay, I think that's all of them. So we can proceed and see chapter 5 now. Yep, let's go. Golden Child, Crimson Blood. Oi! My toast wasn't ready. Ah! They just really weird looking yaksha, like the yaksha enemies we fought in the prison. Right, what else we got? Are there any more? Yep, Bajie's found something. Can Bajie just stay in ball form for the rest of the game? That's quite useful. Where's he off to? Oh god, he's found more. Right.
哼，老朱当年总督天河，掌管8万水兵大众，这些个阴兵鬼卒也敢拦路？哼，若不是靠我神庙变化，你今日准交代在这儿了。给叔叔磕个响头，不过分吧？哼，吃过一回亏，再无第二回。这等撒煞倒虚之徒，不足为惧。我先过去探个实信，你小子速速跟上。
Well, we all knew he wasn't going to let me have him for long. Let's have a little look around this area before we press on. And of course I won't have a map until the first checkpoint. So, no point in looking, I guess. Maybe I should put some cooling powder on. This has a volcano feel to it. So I think we'll dump some cooling powder on the cast bar too if I have any left. Not body warning, not anti-miasma, shock, body cooling. Just always seems a safe bet. If you're in an area that's covered in ash, there's probably going to be fire type enemies at some point. Completely got lost now. From wherever the hell I was supposed to be going. Was it up there? Is that a path? No. Okay, what about between these two little whats? That funny door up there. Yes. Whoa, you're big. Hello. Yeah, it's definitely burn damage, isn't it? Wasting my big attack when it's almost dead. Okay. Ah, shrine. Well, that was handy. They don't normally give you one immediately like that. So, let's have a little rest and buy the map before I do anything else. And then we'll see what else I can buy. Not making that mistake twice. So what we got in the inventory? Got a load of mind cores. That'll be handy to buy at some point. But I can wait a little while. Some golden thread would be useful. Let's just see what we got in the crafting, because presumably we got something from 100 Eyes. Is it an upgrade to the chitin staff? Oh, a divergent tree of the chitin staff. So we can turn it into the visionary centipede staff. Okay, yeah, I like the look of that. I just can't afford it at the moment. And his armor. Can afford some of. It's a lot better defense too. Let's just have a look. It's always best to get the breastplate normally. Let's just check the hat though. Yeah, breastplate's best defense. Love the look of the centipede armor too, that is cool. I need more fine gold thread to make the rest of it. There was some in the shop. That's one, but now I won't have enough money to make anything, I imagine. Yeah, it'll do for now. Look at that chest plate though, that is a good look. But anyway, I digress. Let's have a little mosey. Okay. Map. I was going to stop and read some stuff, but I might just progress a bit. Just because we got caught up on 100 Eyes for quite a long time, and I fancy a walk now. I need to de-stress by hitting things with a stick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, they thrash when they die. That's important to remember. A bit like the frozen guys were in the icy level. Chapter 3? Yeah, sounds right. Purple lingsy mushrooms. Hey! I see you over there. I can hear something pretty big up ahead by the sound of it. What do we think that is? Boss? Whoa, that's pretty scary actually. What's raining fire on me? Okay, okay. Let's be a bit more careful. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Oh god, there's a boss. Where's the boss? Which one's the boss? I'm not even sure which one's the boss. Oh, I think he's that kind of minotaur one that's currently on fire. Shocked on it at least. Okay, I want to get out that fire. Come over here, buddy! Oh, fuck you, little guy! Send out the monkey army. Oh, is he beaten? I think we can talk to him. Hello.
就是你这头头，刚刚与那些阴兵正打杀着，不知为何昏了神。无奈魔王麾下先锋，还好未伤你性命。饶你，饶你！你的事早有安排。要什么东西，交代我。 如今山里生了妖孽，不知哪里冒出这些个阴兵。 上山的关隘也被几辆棺材车拦住，冒着邪火烧老子。我想你有些溜撒，寻个法儿，把他们都拆了，如何？
Okay, so that was a really weird boss fight, but he gave me a quest at the end of it, so sure, Minotaur guy, why not? Or Vanguard of the Bull King.
棺材车又叫五行车，是大王的孩儿炼化出来的异物，厉害得很。
So I've got to defeat the 5 element carts. Those feel like boss fights to me.
那车儿，怕不只是阻止我等上山，我觉得其中定有蹊跷。眼下老子还得守住山门，这火焰山乱成一团，没了我可不行了。棺材车又叫五行车，是大王的孩儿炼化出来的异物。
That was weird. Okay, let's figure out what an element cart is and how we smash or boss fight it, I guess. This feels like one of those quests that'll lead me to a secret area and I know nothing. We know every chapter has a secret area after all. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything. I felt like that was a good meditation spot place. Not that I actually want to meditate in this place because it's kind of terrifying. I never thought I'd long for the spider-filled cave, but then I came to ashy burnt-out mountain. Is that another chest? I believe it is. I should really nip back and get the checkpoint, but I'm feeling like living dangerously. We've got quite a lot of heals. Let's just press on. At least I took down a boss that was far easier than 100 Eyes. That made me feel a bit better about myself. Oh my god! Okay, I know what a cart is now. So they are bosses. Let's not run straight into that thing again. Back to the checkpoint we go. Okay, so I don't know what I was looking at, but that said it was a cart, I'm pretty sure, on the cast bar. So that must be one of my 5 element carts. And I feel that element was fire. So let's try not to die this time. I admit, I wasn't expecting an immediate boss after the last boss. Oh, there's Palax now, he's moved up there. And so the weird thing was up here. So if someone could just tell me what the name of this boss is, just so I know when I snip them out later, I'd be very grateful. Here we go. Okay, that wasn't the answer. That hurt him. I think a lot of my attacks are glancing off, but it's kind of hard to see. Whoa, that flipped me actually. Right. Oh fuck, missed. Oh, I think he stung me out the monkey army. God damn it. I think I'd rather be on that side of him, to be honest. Lots of attacks seem to miss me over here. Let's just try and get my combo points back up though. Well, I made him drop his head last time, but... try and stand right in front of him when I use my big attack next time. Oh fuck! And then get knocked out of it. Let's try using that. That did it! Okay, another boss victory. I've got to admit, I don't entirely understand that fight, but he went down. I think it was just you could only hurt his head, and his head was kind of hard to hit when it was in the air. But, there, third boss of the day, let's go. We're on a roll. Might have to check out his name later though, because I didn't see it. Oh, you guys. I asked so nicely for one of you just to tell me what the boss was called. Oi! Flaming arrow wanker! Oh yeah, I can deflect arrows, can't I? I haven't had to do it for a while. That was it. Okay, we'll remember that for next time, which might be immediately, because I can see another guy standing over there. Whoa! It's like the Dark Souls 2 boss. The one that's in the stocks. Okay, I'd like the guy with the enormous burning sword to kind of come here by himself. I'm not going to be that lucky, am I? Oh, here he comes. Lost Sinner, thanks info. You know I had to entirely fight that one in the dark because I didn't know you could turn the lights on. That was a challenge. I think the other Lost Sinners are coming towards me now. They're on fire too. At least I know if we ever play Dark Souls 2 together on this channel now, that I can turn the lights on during the Lost Sinner fight. I imagine it's a lot easier when you can see more than a foot in front of your character. Okay, there's definitely something hanging from the ceiling there. Let's not walk directly under it. There's someone else here though. Did the ceiling thing just come down? It did. There's also someone standing around that corner. Who wants to fight me first? You do, okay. Come here. Like a bat but it's on fire? Yeah, it's a bit like the kind of bat-like enemies in the desert area, but burning. Okay, now we'll get the guy who's quite obviously hiding around that corner. Hello! I like the ones in stocks, they die quickly at least. Okay, what we got over here? He looks big, but I don't think he looks boss big. And there's two more over there. What do we go for first? I might try and use my big attack on him. I think I got the big one before the little guy came over. There we are. Okay, now which way to go? Which way looks most exciting? I'm gonna go up there, I think. Because there's not a guy with a bow and arrow waiting. Oh, there is. I stand corrected. There's a bow and arrow on both locations. Let's go see what's up here first, though. Oh, a meditation spot. I chose wisely. You know, I am glad you're here to tell me the names of bosses info, because I have such a terrible memory for boss names. I used to play Monhun with a friend back in the DS days when we'd be playing on our 3DSs over a great distance with the microphone on. And she used to be driven to despair by the fact that I gave every single monster a nickname and couldn't remember what any of them were called. Except Devil Joe. Devil Joe's awesome. But... yeah. Nothing like playing, like, I think 3 consecutive Monhuns together and I still never learnt the name of a single monster. Be one of those kind of fake gamer things where people would doubt that I'd ever played the games. But no, my memory's just that bad. That's why I never remember any of these Souls games. I need you guys to tell me what they're called. I don't actually look at their health bars while I'm kind of playing. Get him over here where I'm kind of sheltered. So there's some... oh, fuck, I didn't mean to heal. I just clipped that. So there's a guy shooting at me over there. I think just run like fuck and get behind the tree. LOL. Okay, I think there's 2 ways to go there. We go up or down first. Choices. I'm going to try down. Farewell! There's definitely someone to fight over here anyway. Hey, fella. I think somebody's sneaking up on me too. Yeah, there he is. Hello! He's one of the ones that thrash. Oh, and one of you too. Okay. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Did I get both of them? I think I did. Whoa! Okay, the big ones are thrashy too. At least I chose wisely, because there's a treasure chest. What do we get? Ooh, fine gold thread. There's something shooting at me, but I think he's up on that bridge. Let's just try. This bridge looks like it's out. There must be another way around to that big guy. So let's go up the staircase. I'm just going to avoid the guy who's going to shoot me from the other side of the ravine. Doesn't look like there's anything down. So let's head up. What we got up here? Oh, another big sword guy. Oi! Oh, I didn't know the little ones could breathe fire. Well, that makes them scarier. Did they explode on death too? What wankers. Okay, where's my cooling powder? That one. Okay, so everything in this area, much like everything in the last area was poisonous, everything is burning in this area. Sigh, what's that? I don't like kind of how open this area is. There's clearly a bat thing on a tree over there. I'll save my big charge for when he comes down. Like that. Where's the bat? Where's the bat? He's kind of over there. Whoa, now he's coming to me. Oh, fuck you! None of that while the guys are shooting at me. Very rude. Right, got him down. Where are the other two? Did they just... Oh, they do like a little, kind of suicide explosion thing. How unpleasant. Okay, we can keep going up the stairs. Is there anything over in this corner? Just things to smash. Problem with this area is treasure chests are exactly the same colour as rocks. But I don't think there's anything else in this arena, unless there's anything around. Burning bat thing. No. Let's continue up the stairs then. Oh, there's a checkpoint. Well, that looks quite a wide area, so I imagine there's something I've got to kill for the checkpoint. Oh yeah, there's a few enemies over there, and there's a bat circling. Okay, who wants to come and fight me over here? The bat does. Well, I can start spapping spells if we are nearly at a checkpoint. Right, got all my charge up, because I can't see what that is. It looks like there's something big in the background, though. Let's target him. That's one of those. Right, got him. I think the other one's still alive, though. Oh, and his friend. Let's move out their way before they explode. And you. I'm going to grab that soul too. So what time are we? Oh, making pretty good time after wasting so long on that boss. But that looks like a pretty wide area over there. And we all know that wide areas usually mean sudden boss. So let's just rest. Oh, brew. What did I pick up that I can brew? Let's have a look. Picked up some kind of soak. Tender jade locust, the mountling tie seedling. Moderately extends the duration of your duplicates for the pluck of many. Yeah, there are times when that would be very useful. Just thought as well I should probably self-advance, because I haven't. I did say I was going to start putting points back into immobilize, just because I had to take them all out when we were doing my power build to beat Yellow Long. Let's have a look. I am missing my better version of immobilize, so we'll get it back as fast as possible. But anyway, oh, armor 2. See if I can make any more of the centipede set. Sell. And craft. Not weapons. Oh yeah, got a good amount of money there. The guys in this area must be loaded. 3 for the hat. What were the arms like? Arms. Might be able to make 2 pieces. Arms also 3. What are the greaves like? Centipede greaves, they're 4. Greaves first, then they're ever so slightly better. Do the arms too. And next time I have some golden thread, which I think there is one more I can buy in the store. Let's see if we can do the hat too. Not that poison resistant armor is great in this area, but at least it's also better defense. Yeah. Of course I'd like a new hat. I kind of like the wide hats, they look cool. I don't know what you call that kind of hat. The kind of straw pyramid ones, but they are kind of cool. Right, so that's the centipede hat of transcendence. Oh, I need one more fine gold thread. We don't have enough. But that's okay. We're good for now. I would like to get an absurd amount of gold and make the upgraded version of the long staff too. Okay, that looks quiet and open. Let's assume boss and proceed. Okay, Father of Stones. Hello! Okay, he's fallen over. I'm really not sure what I'm looking at. Which is the second time I've said this in this chapter as well. Is he carrying a skeleton? Oh, we'll read his story later and try and figure it out. got him. Let's do that then. Hey, boss down. Whoops. So that was the Father of Stones. That was certainly strange. Oh, sorry, it's not info. Daly says the secret area for this chapter is easy to find. Okay, Daly. Was I right in thinking that it's for beating up the carts for the Minotaur? Because there was that Minotaur guy at the start who said something about beating 5 carts. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that might be it. Let's just nip back and get all my cooldowns back. So we got the Father of Stone Soul for that. Well, the bosses are coming in a nice, orderly line in this area, aren't they? We've only found 1 out of 5 carts so far, though. Let's see if we can find any more of them. Okay, that's a door that opens. So let's just see what's over here first. Or do I want to go in there? We haven't looked at the map for a bit, actually. It could be either way at this stage. I will find all 5 carts just going along the main path. Oh, that's good to know. That really doesn't sound that hard then. Let's just see what happens when I open this. What we got here? I hope it'll expand my map. Oh gosh, a cart! Where? Is that him shooting up at me? Oh, someone's in trouble. Oh fuck. How do we get down to that? Ah, shit! I want that! Yeah, bad time, Kim. Bad time. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck! Yeah, very bad time. But I'm so greedy. Okay, I'm actually terribly confused. But we've got to get down to him somehow. It's a lot like the Nightmare Frontier in Blood Bowl. It does look like the Nightmare Frontier info, you're not wrong. Maybe that's why I'm having kind of post-traumatic stress flashbacks at the moment. Okay, I got some prayer beads. Back to trying to figure out where this boss is. I seem to have somehow fled from it. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have no idea where we're flipping are. Oh, he's got soul. He's going to be tough then. Oh, heal, heal, heal. Oh, yes, you can put out fires by rolling, can't you? I remember now. It's not a mechanic we've had to use for a while. Fuck, I can't see now, though. Okay, got the big one at least. Maybe I should heal before I accidentally do that. Let's heal because that soul, if I can get to it, will give me my health drinks back. Gotcha. He's called Charface. Which just sounds a bit insulting, to be honest. Out the way. They always thrash. Right, we still have got kind of lost now and completely lost sight of that boss and the woman who was screaming for help. So hopefully we'll find a way back round to whichever iron cart that was. Bronze cart? Bronze cart, iron cart? I can't remember what it says now. Let's just continue down here. Ah, this looks good. Oh my god! Fuck him! No! Fuck! Let's drag him up and see if we can do some. Yeah, I'm still not sure how you actually hurt these things. I just sometimes seem to. I think it's something I should look up for next time because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, heal. See, it's when it lowers its head, but I'm not sure what I can do to facilitate the lowering of the head. Try and get out of the way a bit. I think it's just clocking it on the head with one of my longer ranged attacks do it. Get out of the way, get out of the way! Oh, almost. Gotcha! Okay, that's my second cart down. Who was yelling for help? Hello? Let's just make sure she wasn't in like one of the little alcoves or something. So I presume these are things that I sensibly could have dove into when I just charged at him like a muppet. I have to remember to go back and check down the other route at some point too. Okay, I can still hear her. Hello?
下山路上又被妖人擒住，在这吊了3日3夜。不知哪师修来的元法，今生得遇好哥哥，若肯舍大慈悲，救我一家老小，就算点身卖命，也要酬谢大恩。
我说的没错，这小羊叫唤起来果然高人。
是他们，抓我的人回来了，哥哥，快点救我！
好个冤家上钩！现在怎么办？统统烧死，烧个啤酒肉啊！
Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to do this with hardly any mana after the last boss, but we can have a look at them at least. Oh, fuck. So 2 separate health bars. I don't think it matters which one I fight first. Well, fast as fire, or whatever he's called, is going to be the easier one to hit. Except for the fire. I am marginally terrified right now. Now I'm having flashbacks to those bloody wheel monks from Nio. I like how he started rolling though. Oh fuck! Oh, get back over here. Oh, fuck you! When you get one down, we can focus on the other. I don't seem to be hurting him though. Maybe he's knack to it. Or am I not hurting him? Oh, I am just. Very little, but hurting him. Oh, fuck, I'm on fire, aren't I? Okay, that was excessive, but we killed one of them. Ah! Right, now for the one that looks a lot harder to hit. How the fuck do I hit it? I don't think I do while it's doing that. Maybe a way to get it to land. Okay, it kind of landed there. Okay, it seems less tanky than its friend. Okay, that was the wrong button. I'm terribly afraid though. I'll get some stamina back. Okay, don't like that. Okay, I'll wait till it's on the ground next before I use my big attack. This is the scariest thing I've seen in this game so far, bar none. And we've seen some weird shit. Did I hit it? I'm not even sure I hit it, but hey, half hell. Oh fuck. I'm trying to see what pills I had equipped. That's not what I wanted to press though. I do have a life-saving powder on the taskbar, I think I need it. Come on, you fucker. Kim was terribly afraid. Oh fuck. Come on, I need you to come down, fucker. Somehow did it! Sure.
简直好风流啊，比老朱更脸上阴郁。妖精，姓甚名谁？老实说来。若有半句变化，叔叔的听耙可不长眼。
哼，好险好险，多谢恩人搭救。我是大力王的女儿，名叫平平。
胡扯！牛魔王何来女儿？哄骗我老朱，讨打！
我记得你，我母亲玉面公主，就是被你所杀。母亲死后，我便一直跟着父亲生活。铁扇公主心善，认我做了养女。后来，哥哥从南海学成回来，我们一家团聚，终于过上安宁日子。哥哥一向孝顺，对我也甚是关照。可是不知怎的，不久前他忽然性情大变，他悄悄招了火云洞的旧部过来，先是求了父亲，又困住母亲。我实在没有法子了，才跑出来搬救兵。可的一出山口，就撞进了哥哥的手下。
那牛魔王神通无穷，我跟师兄2人才斗他不过。铁扇仙更有灵宝护身，怎么到了你这女怪嘴里啊？说求就求了。
谁能料到自己儿子反目成仇？做父母的，谁又真的狠心对亲生孩子动手？
呆子，这小狐狸哄你玩呢。
你们看看这里，若不是哥哥的3昧真火，又怎会落得如此凄惨？不好，父亲性命顷刻急救，请侯哥哥务必助我一家渡死劫难。
火焰山极凶极神，这只鹪鹩虫儿一锤收好，到时自有用处。这声音耳熟的很呐，老朱我去探探便知。
来不及了，侯哥哥，我在前面带路。快来！
Okay, I can hear a checkpoint. I want to go back to the last checkpoint because I'm not sure if we missed anything in the other direction. And I would like to see. Let's have a quick look around this arena. I totally was not expecting to beat those guys, especially as I started on next to no mana. But let's see. I think that was my small luck for the session used up though. I said last time, small luck is my superpower. That was definitely small luck. So, Height of Ember, I think, was the checkpoint next to the Father of Stone? Whatever the weird-ass boss... screw it, in this zone they're all weird-ass bosses. They're not nice, comforting, recognisable insect shapes like in the last place. But here, I'm sure there was an area that I didn't go down. Look, let's just get rid of my Caspar. Kind of over there. And shit, what is it with this zone and putting bosses back to back? That's twice it's done it now. Not a fan game, not a fan. Right, what was over here then? Okay, there's a bit down there and a bit up here. What can I hear? I think it might just be that thing making a noise. Oh, it's Totoro! I haven't seen one of those for a bit. We all remember evil Totoro from the snow area. Boom. Right. Ascension powder, eh? Another knot of voidness. Okay, so this is a dead end. Let's try down. Just don't want to risk, like, missing any bosses or anything. So we check every corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Totally overshot you, didn't I, buddy? Yeah, okay, okay. Right, that'll explode now, so we'll leave him be. What else we got around here? Something shiny there. Is it a meditation spot? No, it's some mushrooms. Oh, with a mushroom enemy. Okay. Hello. Oi, 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 oi! Fuckers. Right, mushroom's down. I think the little guy is too. Something big at the end. Oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the guy over there. There's a big guy right at the back. I'm just going to try and charge him and hit him with my big attack if I can. Oh, whoa, whoa. That was not what I meant to do. Big one out of the way. There we go. Where's your little friend now? Let him explode. Oh, they do hurt each other when they explode. That is useful to know. Is all that just for some oil? Oh, this is the other side where I was before. Fuck, I'm not gonna let you kill me. So this is where I could see across to, and I said the bridge looked broken. I see, I see. So it looks like there weren't any bosses or anything over here. I just missed a bit of treasure and some will. Well, that's cool. We can now teleport back and I won't feel bad. So if we teleport back to Swift as Wind's arena. Swift as Wind, Quick as Fire? Something like that? Whatever that Tufa was called. I hate multiple target bosses. They're my bane. My favourite kind of boss is four legs as a category. Any boss that has four legs and you can comfortably run underneath it. Like most of the dragons in Dark Souls are my boss fight speciality. Always happy. Always happy with the four legs. We're not afraid of four legs bosses. Right, so I think we can just press on slightly further and see what's ahead, and then we're going to have some story time, because I imagine we've unlocked a lot of them this chapter. But let's see if we can get to the next checkpoint first.
那位朱长老跟你说了什么悄悄话？我且不计较从前血债，他倒好，竟还有如此大的敌意。这山里山外到处都是哥哥的手下，猴哥哥务必跟紧我。从前，哥哥常与我在这山间玩耍，那六剑将还会逗我们开心，好生快活。此处有洞能过，我先行，猴哥哥径自往前出去。
I don't trust her, but she's adorable.
两只脚比不过四只脚。
Where is she? There she is. So quiet.
是父亲的声音，他就在那儿。哥哥的三昧真火实在厉害， 上山的路都已封死了，要灭此火，须得用到母亲的芭蕉扇。可是母亲她……随我来。从这里跳下，有条密道通往母亲的寝宫，她应该还在里面。母亲一向溺爱哥哥，我想起来，旁边不远的地界，另有一位高人居住，据说以前也是母亲的故友。如能再请他出山，与我们一同劝说母亲，借出芭蕉扇的机会又能再大几分。我速去速回，猴哥哥自己当心啊！
You know, I wasn't expecting to plunge right off that cliff, as you may imagine. What's making all that noise? Whoa! Bernie versions of the stone monsters. Oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't like the original ones. Okay, this is wretched. I hate it. Alright, I'll stop being greedy. Let's be sensible about this. Lol. Ah, special hell. Oh, here comes another one. What I've got. Come on, lunge. You know you want to. Or do that instead. There it is. The flame mediator drink. Maybe that'll help with burn. We'll have a look when I'm at the checkpoint up here. Whoa, what's that? It's got a shield. Fuck that. Oh, I forgot about the fireproof mantle, Daily. That's a good point. I could equip the fireproof mantle. Well, I'm not wild about this fellow either. We are right by a checkpoint. I could just spat everything. Shield. I've almost got him though. Yeah. Okay, let's check out that soak and also the fireproof mantle like Daly suggested. So we've got it on the cast bar ready. Moderately increases burn resistance for a short duration. Yeah, that's good. We can take it instead of the shock resistant one for now because we're not fighting dragons. So that'll do. And we'll put on the burn mantle, which goes in that slot. That one. So let's see if we got a boss come in, because that was a checkpoint. Yeah, go mid, Daily. I completely forgot the fireproof mantle existed. I've been completely team wind vessel since we picked that one up, except for using Yondu's needle for the last couple of bosses. Huge fan of the wind mantle. Not wind mantle, wind vessel. I like that it knocks things off their feet. That sound is going to haunt my nightmares tonight. Alright, more rocks. What's that thing? Oh, it's... Oh, the smaller variant. Oh god, they were even worse than the second area. They still do the leg thing? No, they don't. Thank goodness. Whoa! Alright, there are death drops. I'm still very slightly alive. How the fuck did I fall off that? Well, I got a portrait by falling in lava. I would like to be out of the lava as fast as possible. However, the lava does not seem to be hurting me. You know, I did a fire walk once. Maybe it's one of those mind over matter things. Oh, we can get Totoro soul. Oh, this thing's gonna be hard as nails. The regular Totoros have kind of all the health. Let's just throw everything we've got at him. Yeah. Oh, fire guy appeared too. Shit! I don't have to fight you both at the same time, to be honest. I've got Totoro. I'm not sure if I got the fire guy. Yes, I did. So let's heal. And then take that, because it will restore my health. Didn't actually use that much mana doing that, at least. But I did spaff Wandering White. Oh, they're called turtle treasures. I think we knew that, actually, but... a bit more Consteel. Okay, is there a way to get out of the lava? I kind of want to go and see what that thing is up there. Is that just dripping lava? I really can't tell. Let's try touching it. Where's the other one? He's over there. There's another one that just popped up behind it too. It sounds like there's more enemies somewhere. I think that might have been the sensible way down if I hadn't fallen. Let's go see what we missed up here. Oh, fuck. Just want to see what I missed before I fell. Okay, that's another one of those big annoying shield enemies. I didn't like the first one, to be honest. Fuck it. Okay, I think that's a 4.1. Even that didn't destroy his fucking shield. I've almost got the shield at least. Not scary without the shield. Yeah, that is where I fell off. Let's just see if I missed anything. I think I kind of fell on that corner. So now I didn't really miss anything other than that one guy. Right, let's go back down then. And see if we can figure out where those voices were coming from. Everything's gone deathly quiet. Ah, that's more like it. That was a noise. Oh, come on. I thought I was going to get that last hit there. Bastard. Nice try, little guy. A fire date seed. Oh, a seed, so I can go and give it to Shenlong. Yeah, now I'm with it. Have to remember to go back and visit him then. Oh god, another one. Go away, little snake thing. Oh, fuck. Okay, they're a bit more dangerous than I gave them credit for. Up feels like the way. Oh, does that one have a soul? God damn it! It does indeed. Fuck it, I'm gonna go back down there and kill that snake. Right, I don't care anymore. We might be coming up on a boss. I'm gonna kill this wanker. Right, shield's down at least. Oh no! Ah, where even am I? I'm not even sure what I fell into. Ah, a boss arena apparently. Oh great. Well, we're gonna die. Now I'm annoyed. I think my big soul guy's fallen into the arena with me too. I'm totally caught on a rock. We are not going to survive this fight. My only hope is I take big soul guy with me, to be honest. Nope. Alright. Okay, I'm not ending like that. We are going to go back and find this guy, and I'm going to kick him in the face. The only problem is it's quite a run to him from that checkpoint. Trying to think which is easier. Would it be easier to go through the fire or along the ridge? Possibly the ridge, I think. There aren't that many irritating enemies up there. I hate how that thing sometimes gets stuck. Just gets in the way. Anyway. See what I can avoid to get back to that point. I think we can outrun these guys at least. I'm not sure it's the same for the big guy with the shield that's coming up, but I'm not sure how far things chase you in this game. I sure as hell am going to try running like fuck. Is he still following me? I can't tell. No, I think he's given up. So we might have to fight this wanker. Or I could just try and figure out where that boss was and do him first, just so I can't fall into his arena. I think he was on the other side of this, unfortunately. About to go and look over there and find out. I can hear something. At least I got the will. Oh. Let's couple of those. Dainty little kicks. Okay. Didn't want to really use a heal. See if I can run past you at least. I don't really want to fight you, big guy. But I think it was quite a way to the boss from you, so I think we can outrun you. The Flint Chief is a missable boss. Oh, the one I fell on! Typical. Right, I want him out the way first though, so he doesn't come and join me in the fight again. Okay, let's try and fight this guy a bit further back. If I can get that shield out of the way, we don't have to worry about it at least. Be a bit careful because I just remembered you could breathe fire. Oh fuck you, seriously. Right, that's the shield down. Right, he's out the way. He cannot come and join me in the fight this time. Can anyone remember where I fell down to get into that boss arena? Oh damn it, I should have healed before that. That mistake again. Which one day will do me in. Right. Let's just grab the treasure chest and try and remember where I fell to get into the, what did Daly call it? The Flint Chief's arena. It'd be nice to finish on a boss. It's always nice to finish on a boss victory, isn't it? Was it down there? That looks like it, doesn't it? Okay. Let's go see him. Everything we got of this. This whole dragon guy's actually hurting him. Maybe he's thunderproof. Well, let's learn from that. Why not? Let's head down to work. Not that one. Fuck. Body cooling, body cooling! There we go! Flint Chief down. And he gave us his soul and a Samadhi fire crystal. Oh, that's that tree I plucked before. Let's figure out how to get out of his arena now. I think I'm on fire. Body cooling powder, that's what I was trying to use before when I spaffed my amazing life pill. Okay, don't know what that is. Oh, another one of you guys. I do not like those ones. Oh, did I miss? Fuck. nothing like getting to an arena the stupid way and then realizing you don't know the way back. Right. I'm not locked on. Fuck. Right, I really, really need a checkpoint now. I don't remember where I'm actually heading. Alright, I think it was down. Let's get the annoying worms out the way again. I'm not sure if this is right. I've got totally turned around during that fight. That's the way I came down, I'm sure. Maybe I should just head back to the previous checkpoint. Because I am quite lost. And this game has had a habit lately of putting two bosses back to back. Especially if the Flint one is the kind of hidden boss like Davey was saying. I only found it by landing on him. What's that? I have no idea what I'm even looking at. Okay, there's like a cart there. Oh no. Let's just go kill whatever's shooting me in the back. Enough of that, I want to inspect the cart. Sigh.
住手！死便死了，只求死的结局。能挡住这鬼车，也算值得。若不能救我脱身于阴鬼之术，就走吧。
Do I pull it again?
生者死之根，死者生之根。我是错信了那妖仙。既已好言相告，就此别过吧。
Okay, it sounds like I can't do anything with that thing yet. Is this a dead end? I am so lost. Yes, this is a dead end. I should have gone the other way. I'm going to backtrack to the checkpoint though, guys. Just because I have no idea how much further we're going to have to go for the next one. And I do just want to read our stories and finish up for the day. Because I'm anticipating a lot of stories to read. So we need to get on with them, really. So it was up a slope. Past that thing. Oh yeah, I left everything alive, didn't I? Whoops. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt me. Now, even if I die, at least I go back to this checkpoint I want to be at. Yeah, in hindsight, it'd be faster just to die, but we'll try and just walk there like sensible people. Hi, Stone. Oh, the horse NPC's in that cart. Ah, is there a way to free him, or do I have to continue and get the item? I thought the voice sounded familiar. We like curiously sexy horse. Ooh, craft weapons. What did I pick up? Ooh, I have enough money to craft a weapon. So what have we got? So I can make the Staff of Blazing Karma, charged heavy attacks in smash stance that cost over 3 focus points, inflict a bursting lava effect on the ground. I need more fire crystals to make that one, though. Okay. Bear that in mind, that sounds fun. So the chitin staff had 2 upgrades. The visionary centipede being the better of the 2. That's the one that can poison an enemy. And I'm sure I had one for the long wreath staff. Yeah, there it is. The golden long staff. Considerably increases damage dealt by Pillar Stance move. I don't really use Pillar Stance, though. A long can be summoned to execute thunder at the enemy in Pillar Stance. Okay, I don't use Pillar Stance. As excited I was about the long wreath staff, we'll leave that one for now. Maybe get the upgrade on the chitin staff then. 90 for that one. Did I get any others? That was the Zhu Bajie. Oh, fuck. Craft weapons. Yeah, the chitin staff is better than what I have. Celestial staff. Each focus point slightly recovers health in poison state. Okay, the spider celestial staff is pretty good too. Critical hit chance, higher crit chance with that one. But we'll be able to upgrade the centipede one further later, so I think I'm going to go with that. Just for the long run. And also see if I can craft my hat now. Which I can! Right, story time, guys. Oh, I get his transformation when pulling his whip. We'll go back and do that next time then, Daily. And see if I can get the horse transformation by pulling on the whip. Okay, anyway. Story time. So, are we all sitting comfortably? Because I imagine we've got a shit ton of them to go through. Let's just click on the meditation spot so it's not distracting me. Bye-bye. And we start with the lesser yaoguai, as always. And work our way up to the big guys. So many. La la la. What we got? Ah, there we go. We've done Lush Leaf. So the Revenant Stalwart. Endless toil, no rest in view. Joy of nature, never ours to pursue. Serving others, in vain we strive. Lamenting years, centuries alive. The stalwarts summoned from the underworld by the Keeper were the lowest-ranking soldiers back there. With their daily duties to maintain the flow of the underworld, being sent to the mortal realm was akin to days of rest, a break from their relentless toil. One day as they patrolled Flaming Mountain, 4 stalwarts shared their stories. One pointed to Furnace Valley and remarked, "The lava here makes me think of my tasks back underground. Those who committed arson are sentenced to an embrace, searing hot-collared pillars, naked in our copper depth. We had to fuel the fire and scrape off burnt flesh once again. If we had a firefall like that here, it'd surely make things easier." Another added, "True that. Those who broke families in life to get to our iron depth. True, and those who broke families in life go to our iron depth. We plant an edge of the blade tree in their back and hang them on the tree. Our endless days are spent sharpening the blades and trimming the trees. Sometimes the blade cuts through their flesh and they fall with wounds wide open. That's when we stitch them up, carry them from the ground and hang them on the blade again. A giant iron ball like that one ahead and make the job much simpler." The third one chimed in, "You have it easy. Those who torture animals go to our bull depth. There they are trampled and gored by lava bulls. We must tend the bulls, fit them with iron hooves and sharpen their horns. The crushed corpses must be dug out occasionally, lest they clog the path of bulls. A flaming cart would be a much better solution." The last stalwart, gazing at the landscape of Flaming Mountains, exclaimed, "This place is better than any of our depths. Don't you see, this is the best depth with state-of-the-art torturing tools. I am now living my dream." Hearing this, all his companions spat in disdain and left. I'm thinking of, the line at the start of Terry Pratchett's Good Omens, with, the 3 demons comparing how they corrupted someone. But anyway. Revenant Archer. Oh, I've got to finish the horse's questions line before I get his transformation. Thanks, Daly. I'll look into that one next time, then. And figure out how we free or mercy kill the horse, depending on which way this is going. Poor old curiously sexy horse. But anyway, the Revenant Archer. He who brings tales of fault and blame is often caught in the very same game. Trust not the one who seems most fair, and in their goodness be aware. In the southern camp of the kingdom of Weitu, near the western side of the Flaming Mountain, a cook in the army was tasked with delivering food to the soldiers each and every day. During his routine, he often noticed a shadowy figure trailing him. When his courage led him to confront it, he discovered it was a pottery figurine, armed with an arrowless blow, truly a peculiar sight. It is known that only the guilty are haunted. The cook, assured of his clear conscience, demanded, "Why do you always follow me?" The figurine, faceless yet speaking from within, replied, "In a past life, we were from the same town and served together in the army. I was wounded by an enemy arrow and you abandoned me. I was left to succumb to infection and die. My resentment prevented me from reincarnation, and Yama, king of the underworld, made me a revenant. I have come now for your life." Puzzled, the cook asked, "Then why not kill me?" The figurine raised his bow, replying, "This bow shoots only arrows of punishment. You've been reasonably upright in this life, so I find no arrow to strike you. My only choice now is to linger aimlessly." The cook asked if there was anything he could do to stop his wandering, but the figurine spat back, "It was your fault. You should atone, not help me. Your debt will clear once you've recited Buddha's name for me 10,000 times and kneeled to each. Only then may I find peace." Enraged by such entitlement, the cook argued, Your fall in enemy hands wasn't my arrow. Your failure to evade wasn't my push. Leaving you was a choice, not a crime. Why blame me?" And with that he smashed the pottery figurine with his meal lid. The figurine shattered and turned to dust in the wind. Alas, even ghosts dread violence. Reflecting on one's actions is essential, and kindness is a virtue. But beware being exploited for your good heart, lest the accused become the accuser. The Laughable Revenant. High and mighty in the finest attire, yet twist of fate, from life to mire. The underworld trials are no mere law, they know it all when they see your core. The kingdom of pure joy there was an official of high standing. A skeptic of spirits and deities, his path to power was paved with the lives of many. As age and illness beset him, he found himself bedridden. In feverish sleep, he dreamt of two bull-headed guais emerging from blazing flames. Standing upright in armour, they declared they were there to take him to the underworld for trial, and urged him to settle his affairs with the living. Startled awake and realizing the gravity of his past wrongdoings, the official hastily told his family to gather monks and Daoists to perform rituals in the house. He dispelled his wealth through acts of charity, feeding the poor, donating to temples, and gilding Buddha statues. All the rituals and charity were done in the hope of sparing himself from the torments of the underworld. His deeds stirred the city, praises for his generosity echoed in the streets. Then came another dream. The bull guais with scroll in hand came to claim his soul. He protested, "I've done so much good recently. Surely it upsets my past wrongs." One guai explained, "True, you've done something good, but that was after you falsely accused the righteous. How you betrayed your peers, how you extorted the peasants, and how you plundered for your wealth. For those, Yama still awaits your trial, and to the underworld you must go." The other guai sneered, "Good deeds are good, but evil deeds are still evil. Your end as a greedy official is sealed." And with that they shackled his soul with iron chains and dragged him into the flames, leading him towards the underworld. That very night the official died in agony and fear, eyes bulging wide, losing control of his bowels. The last line felt like just a kick in the teeth there. The Revenant Charbone. Seek not with greed what life can give. By harming others, how can one live? Evil deeds their judgment do. In the netherworld their fate they rue. In the kingdom of pure joy there dwelled a high official from a lineage of glory. His father, a beacon of honour and privilege, had passed away recently, not long after the official himself made a sudden death. His soul, bewildered, found itself in the depths of the underworld, surrounded by a terrifying sight. He came to a halt before a colossal stone gate and peered inside. There he saw charred corpses on their knees, twisted and shrunken from the relentless flames. Their faces are raised under chains and shackles. Amongst them, one scorched figure struggled to rise, shouting, "Zirong, my son, it's me, your father!" Better, the official's childhood name, resonated with truth. He hastily asked, "Father, why are you here? I held so many rituals for your passage." The child spirits replied, "Oh, they're futile. The virtues in life bring fortune to the next, but wrongdoings must be paid now. My misdeeds caused many deaths, and Yama condemned me to the ceaseless depths, to burn eternally. My son, do not follow my path." Then 5 more child spirits emerged, his ancestors going back to his great-great-grandfather, all echoing the same warning. Suddenly a chilling wind blew and the stone gate slammed shut. The official awoke back amongst the living. For a time he lived modestly, yet the hardships of simplicity soon wore him down. Convincing himself that it was nothing more than a dream, he slipped back into his old, lavish ways. The Revenant Charface. Time gallops like a horse so fair, here and there, seeming without a care. Past flows like water in its course, dreams buried deep, without remorse. The gates of the city of injustice are guarded by the Charfaces. Unlike soul reapers, they wield blades of karmic flames, burning lost soul to ash, hence their perpetually smoked visages. One day 2 Charfaces at the gate caught a soul trying to sneak out. As one raised his flaming blade to strike, the desperate soul pleaded, "Oh, spare me, kind sirs! Should I revive, I'll burn 10 houses of paper ingots in your honour." The other Charface restrained his companion and proposed, "Well, let's have a wager then. If you win, you go free, but if you lose, blame your own luck." The soul asked, "Oh, what would be the wager?" And he answered, "If half the souls entering the city today wish to return to life like you win." With that, he handed over the paper and ink and tasked the soul with recording the names of the earthly obsessions of the newly deceased. As the gate closed for the day, the soul hurried to the Charfaces and declared, "I've won! I've won indeed!" The Charfaces presented the list to the Gatemaster, who found that it matched perfectly in both number and names, and even included details that the deceased themselves hadn't revealed. Satisfied, the Gatemaster held the soul in high regard and generously rewarded him, and said, "I know you seek to leave the city, but the gates are shut for today. Perhaps you should come again tomorrow." Months passed with the soul returning daily, and each day a similar bet was made. Over time, the soul ceased longing for a return to life and took up a role as a scribe under the Gatemaster. Alas, it makes one wonder. Should we look ahead and accept whatever the future awaits us, or stay committed to steadfast goals? Perhaps there's no right answer. What matters is the willingness to make your choice. The Lava Bat. In flames that leap and kiss the sky, down to the earth their fairy flight. Forged in flames, they rise once more, braving trials for powers pure. Flaming mountains harboured numerous caves, yet most were filled with flowing lava and unfit for dwelling or practice. Finding a cool cavern was a prized rarity. However, as adept flyers in the mountain, the lesser bat guais often discovered comfortable caves on sheer cliffs. Unfortunately, the larger guais followed suit and claimed these caves for themselves. Angered by constant displacements, the bats were resolute in moving to Furnace Valley, a place of towering firefalls and rivers of molten rock. No other guais would dare venture there, and all advised them to leave. The bats, undeterred, dismissed their warnings and retorted, "We can never secure a comfortable hideout while you're all around. That's why we've chosen the most dangerous and treacherous place. In our spirited practice here, it's a matter of life or death. We're done being victims and pushed around." Fortune favoured their resolve and rewarded their practices. Though the scorching lava burnt them time and time again, it forged fiery skins and dodged the spewing magma honed their agility. Alas, no path is set in life. While well-trodden roads may offer smoother travel, striking out anew invites trials and derision. Yet the fruits of such a journey are uniquely gratifying. The Bull Sergeant. 'Neath fiery peaks in robes so fine, guarding jade doors with gold's radiant shine. Tangled in those worldly gains, all splendour fades, like dust it wanes. Through the ages, those seeking rain from the plantain fan often presented gifts and tributes. As the chief guard in Rakshi's court, the Bull Sergeant was in charge of collecting these offerings. The quality of tributes greatly affected the well-being of the mountain's yaoguais through the years. Thus, Bull Sergeant always schemed to influence tributes towards his own preferences. One day, leaning on the doorframe and sighing deeply, he noticed the smoke from his nose resembled his favourite roast chicken and devoured a plan. He told all the tribute bearers that the shape of the smoke rising from flaming mountains at dusk indicated what the plantain fan desired as offerings. Believing this to be a divine sign, the people, despite their hardships, started contributing eagerly, exactly what the smoke suggested. The Bull Sergeant received many of his desired items and revelled in a contented life. However, over time this led to him growing discontent amongst the villagers towards Rakshi and her reigns. One day Lady Rakshi had to leave for a lecture by Lord Lao in the Celestial Court and was able to bring rain for the people. In panic, the Bull Sergeant confessed his wrongdoings and begged for her forgiveness. It turned out she never required any of the tributes and naturally provided rain for the villagers, through the seasons of planting and growing. The whole tribute scheme was a fabrication. Lady Rakashi didn't punish the Bull Sergeant but ordered him to return the goods and tell the truth to villagers, but they refused to take back their offerings and instead urged the Sergeant to convince the plantain fan for more rain. Caught between the villagers and the lady, Sergeant ended up berated by both sides, the Bull scorned by all. The Bull Soldier. Strong of body, skilled in flight, shield and spear a valorous sight, heart ablaze with fervent zeal, love's disdain, the pain he feels. 3 centuries ago, when the Bull King still graced the Celestial Court and the Red Boy practiced under Guan Yin, peace reigned over Flaming Mountain. One day, the Bishui Beast promoted a captain amongst the Bull soldiers, and the captain moved into the night duty chamber of the Raksha Palace to accommodate his increased responsibilities. He occupied the adjoining room for rest and the main west chamber for hosting guests. One morning, he found the guest room had been tidily arranged overnight, dustless furniture, washed fruits on plates, and freshly brewed tea. Perplexed, he thought of the furry celestial maidens serving the lady and the other fox maidens attending the king's daughter. Recalling how the other guards often teased him for being more handsome than the rest now, as a new captain, he couldn't help but feel elated. Surely there must be a secret admirer. For over a month this mysterious, kind-hearted maiden visited nightly, yet never revealed herself. Growing impatient, the captain resolved to wait outside the chamber one night. Around the 4th watch he heard a heavy step, quite unlike the gentle maiden, furred or foxed. Regardless, he lunged at the figure, and as soon as the door opened and secured a tight hold on it. The figure was muscular and sturdy, too large for his arms. Muffled grunts followed, and the voice of the Bull Sergeant emerged. "I like things tidy, and your room is always messy. That's why I clean up after my night duty. You don't have to act so grateful." Quite like that one. Searing fire. Eternal life a simple dream, true ascent a distant gleam. The world seeks shortcuts, lost in their quest. With countless sacrifices they never rest. Outside the walls of the Kingdom of Sacrifice, atop the mountains, stood the Fume Fire Temple. Renowned for its ability to reform wayward youths from fallen households, the temple was spoken highly of for guiding lost souls towards the righteous path. This tale, told by a landowner, is about one such disciple, Zhao San. Zhao San was a vagabond. He beguiled guests of brothels into lavish spending, and one of his patrons turned out to be the landowner Wang's son. He soon found himself pursued by the authorities, facing a trial against Wang. A Taoist from the Fume Fire Temple happened upon him and offered sanctuary. From that point forward, Zhao San immersed himself in the pursuit of wisdom, practiced diligently and dutifully, and undertook tasks assigned by his master. One day, when he descended the mountain on an errand, he came across Min Yang, a concubine being mistreated by the wife of a household during their journey to the temple. Without hesitation, Zhao San intervened and rescued Min Yang and brought her to the temple to shield her from the cruelty of the family. With nowhere else to turn, Min Yang was welcomed to the temple by the master and became a disciple. Filled with gratitude for Zhao San for saving her life, she tended to the temple's chores. Over time, she repeatedly sought to become Zhao San's spiritual partner, yet her advances were always rebuffed. Years later, having made significant spiritual progress, Zhao San underwent an ascension ceremony organized by his master, with Min Yang invited as a witness. They were taken to the mountain peak, with a river of fire flowing down. Zhao San received a talisman from his master and courageously leaped into the fire. Filled with a longing to practice alongside him, Min Yang followed amidst cheers and blessings. As the smoke rose, they were reborn from the burning flames as eternal guardians of the river of lava. Thus, in the fiery embrace, they found immortality and everlasting life, forever part of the river's endless flow. The scorching fire. Ignorance ignites a fool's fire, daily anguish in sombre mire, enduring a life of ceaseless pain. They yearn for death, not celestial gain. Legend has it that during the reign of the Yellow Emperor, an official of the pottery named Nimfang-zi learned the art of fire with 5 coloured fumes from immortals and tried to ascend by roasting himself over the flames. Some say he achieved ascension, others claimed he burned himself to death. No one knows the truth. The tale we have here is recounted by a runaway disciple from the Fume Fire Temple in the Kingdom of Sacrifice, a place rooted in the art of the 5-coloured fume fire. Master of the disciples served as the abbot of the temple. One day the disciple accompanied his master for some liquor in town, and they came across a fugitive being pursued by officers. The temple was short on help, and the fugitive was a wealthy one. They offered him shelter. This man, Zhao San, was a mere wastrel who lured patrons of brothels into extravagant spending. The temple was already home to various robbers and bandits, and it proved to be a corrupting influence on Zhao San. The company of fellow criminals every day, he soon became 10 times more villainous than before. One day Zhao San was set off to rob travellers to fund his own lavish lifestyle. He targeted a wealthy family returning from their monthly worship, and in an act driven by greed and lust, he abducted the family's concubine, Menyang. Imprisoned within the temple walls, Menyang endured many daily chores and beatings. Despite her deep resentment towards Yao San, she was powerless against his violence. She could only grit her teeth and bide her time, hoping for an escape. Years later, a ceremony for ascension was announced at the temple. The disciple who tells the story was tasked with escorting Menyang to the event, held atop a high cliff overlooking a river of lava. Zhao San had already prepared to leap into the fire for ascension with a talisman from his master. He insisted Menyang accompany him. Amidst the frenzied cheers of followers and the terrified cries of Menyang, the disciple pushed the girl off the cliff as ordered. Charred in the river of lava, their bodies swelled grotesquely as the lava, guided by the talisman, seeped into their skulls. Their distorted new forms staggered up, writhing in agony, and ran towards the depth of the Black Mountain. Witnessing this horrifying transformation, the disciple renounced his belief in the temple's teaching, no matter how vehemently the master rationalized it as a transcendent metamorphosis. I love the 2 versions of the same story. That's clever. I like that one. Okay, flamelings. Amidst joy, a gentle spirit gleams. In anger, darkness sows its schemes. Beneath the earth, a silent foe, flames within, slyly aglow. Ancient texts speak of the flame ore, bearing a resemblance to cinnabar ore, but being non-toxic and more potent for pill refinement. Its sought-after properties for enhancing both yin and yang energies attracted many pill crafters, yet this rare substance of the mountain spirits remained elusive and priceless. Then there was Chen Ming, a man obsessed with oddities, scorned by his family for his poverty. Learning that the flame ores were formed within the flamelings, he set out to profit from it. Selling all he had, he plunged into the mountains, fixated on capturing a flameling. Days turned into weeks with no news, save that his makeshift shelter mysteriously burnt down. Raging at his misfortune, he saw a large red worm emerge from the ground before him, half buried, half exposed, with the innocent face of a child, much like a disciple of Guan Yin's. Startled by Chen Ming's fury, it wept. Chen Ming shouted to scare it and silence it, but it only angered the flameling, who swiftly burrowed away. It was only then that Chen Ming realized that it was a flameling. He leapt about, hoping to lure it out again. Finally, the Guai, annoyed perhaps, burrowed out and struck him with a fireball. The clothes and things of Chen Ming caught fire, and he rolled on the ground in pain and despair. He broke down in tears, realizing he couldn't seize the flame all by himself. Then, amused and curious, the flameling drew near. For this time, Chen Ming chose to be brutal and resolute, and smashed its head with a rock until it was completely shattered. Chen Ming continued this merciless act and hard-fisted plenty of flame ores, but he kept his methods a secret. His growing sales of the ores eventually earned him fame as a renowned medicine gatherer far and wide. Tenor. Within the gloom the monkeys roam, far away from their lauded home, ensnared in traps as troubles brew. In revenge's journey, what cause, what's due? Centuries ago, troops in the court raised Mount Huaigo once more. Upon hearing of the great sage's death, many monkeys left their home in sorrow and began searching for new sanctuaries to practice. Given the Great Sage's past association with the Bull King, many sought his protection in the Flaming Mountain. The Bull King hated the monkeys as the Great Sage had betrayed him, yet offered to shelter the distressed refugees. But life in Flaming Mountains was harsh, afflicted with scorching heat and frequent harassment from outer yaoguai. Fortunately, the keeper of the land treated them kindly, providing food and support, and earned the trust of the monkeys. Soon, however, a plague struck. The monkeys' fur began to fall out and their skin festered with sores and large black boils. Horrifying and infectious sprouted from their backs. The plague spread rapidly, leaving many in such agony that death seemed preferable. The macaque chief, their leader, ordered the infected be cast into the scorching furnace valley to fend for themselves there. Abandoned and dying, these monkeys cursed their former kin. As death neared, the keeper came and saved them with outstanding cures. In weeks their skin healed, and in months their boils burst and revealed dark wings. The keeper taught them to fly, accepted their loyalty and enlisted them as 10th-ranked minions and named them the Tenors. Their first task was to purge the camp of the macaque chief. Ruthlessly they slaughtered their kin, sparing only the cunning macaque chief who managed to escape to an unknown fate. And we know what that was. Sorry, just need to clear my throat. Okay. I've been pronouncing that word wrong, haven't I? Rakshasa. Okay. Earth Rakshasa. Round eyes that gleam so bright, a body drenched in blood's light, with 7 treasure hat adorned, a sincere heart through faces scorned. The Earth Rakshasas were descendants of the Sea Rakshasas, born during their exile. Due to the different will of their new home, they did not grow the enormous size of their ancestors. Despite this, their loyalty to Princess Rakshasi remained as steadfast as that of their forebearers. They strictly adhered to the precepts sent by the Rakshasi, diligently practicing their arts and shedding many of their old vices. Whoops. There were many folk tales about the Rakshasas being fond of eating human flesh, which is why villagers near Flaming Mountains often sent their elderly to the stone temples as offerings. In truth, the Rakshasas of Flaming Mountain did not eat humans. On the contrary, because of their immense strength could easily harm mortals, Rakshaki gave them specially crafted heavy shields and instructed them to focus more on defense than attack. However, pushed to their limits, they would still unleash their fire-breathing abilities. Even though the Earth Rakshasas had many changes, people still screamed and fled in terror at the sight of their fearsome appearance. But from the perspective of the Earth Rakshasas, weren't those screaming mortals just as terrifying? Okay, we can move on to the bosses now at last. Geez, we fought a lot of little enemies today. But anyway, the yaoguai chiefs. So we have... Oh god, it's going to count all the spiders too. This is going to take forever. But anyway, the sixth sister. In hidden groves a home appears, laughter fills the path with flowers near. Girl chases the butterflies in flight, as rumours fade like shooting stars in the night. In the webbed hollow there were no children of the same age as the sixth sister. She usually spent her time with her elder sisters, who were all very nice to her. Only the fourth sister would strictly supervise her training. Sometimes, when she trained diligently, the fourth sister would take her to the mountaintop to gaze at the scenery outside and tell her stories about the world beyond the mountain. Although she enjoyed following the fourth sister often went into the mountains to investigate secrets unknown to her. Claiming it was dangerous, she refused to take her along, which led to sixth sister feeling bored. One day a flower-viewing banquet was held in the mountain, and the lesser yaoguais from Mount Wushang came to deliver gifts. As usual, after completing their tasks, they were invited to stay and drink. The elder sisters were busy entertaining the guests and taking care of their mother, so the sixth sister wandered off on her own. The steward Guai, unable to refuse her, had to accompany her around the cave for a while. 2 drunken pig Guais saw the sixth sister and pointed at her, saying, "Is that the one?" The other pig Guai replied, "Yeah, that's the one." Feeling annoyed by their comments, the sixth sister retorted, "Why are you pig guys pointing at me? Where are your manners? And what did you mean, this and that?" The steward Guai tried to signal the pig guys to shut up, but they continued, "Little girl, let's tell you a secret that everyone knows but you." The steward quickly tried to intervene, but the sixth sister only said, "Oh, go ahead." The 2 pig Guais laughed and said, "Your father is a pig just like us. You're a relative of our old pig family." Contrary to their expectations, the little girl didn't burst into anger or throw a tantrum. Instead, she pouted and spoke with a dismissive tone, saying, You must be attempting to establish a connection with me because you lack skill in your crafts and seek to exploit me. The one my mother chose would never be someone as despicable as you." Hearing this, the pigwise felt embarrassed and never dared joke at her again. Okay, next sister, the fifth sister. Orioles are charming, swallows love to play. Sisters close in bond, let them not be swayed by worldly fray. The fifth daughter of the Zhu family, prime in her youth, was renowned for her stunning beauty. One night dark clouds obscured the moon and a chilly wind swept over the ridge, signalling an impending storm. The fifth sister was accompanying her second sister in the village, overseeing the work from the lesser yaoguais, when she spotted a travelling scholar seeking shelter from the rain. Feeling mischievous, she decided to play a trick on him. The scholar, being somewhat naive, was worried about the bookcase getting soaked and rushed into the deserted village without noticing the yaoguais. He barely made it inside, bolted the door, and lit an oil lamp just as rain began to pour heavily outside. Gazing at the rain through the window, the scholar was inspired to recite poetry. Zhu's land in turmoil, the court in disarray, like thunderclaps in clear skies, then they sway. A clap of thunder roared. The scholar thought he saw the window shake, but paid it no mind until he finished reciting, feeling refreshed. As he finished the line, he noticed that the window lattice moved again. Assuming it was the wind and rain, he hurriedly shut the window. After finishing his poem, feeling refreshed, he suddenly realized that someone was knocking at the door. He caught the glimpse of a graceful silhouette on the door's paper screen, and a sense of alarm washed over him as he entertained the thought that it could be a yaoguai. However, considering his own wretched and unremarkable existence, he somehow found solace in the idea of becoming a victim of beauty. As the scholar hurriedly got up and flung the door open, expecting to see a stunning yaoguai, he instead was met with a horrible sight, a ghost with dishevelled hair and pus-filled eyes. Overwhelmed with terror, he let out a scream and instinctively pushed past her, desperate to escape the haunted house. Outside the door, fifth daughter, playing with her delicate fingers, leaned gracefully against the wall, only to be knocked off balance. Angrily she walked into the house, cursing the scholar for his rudeness, and happened to see an old bronze mirror on the desk. Picking it up, she found that the storm had washed away her makeup, leaving her face a patchwork of colours, and with wet hair covering it, she looked truly frightening. Even she could not help but laugh. Oh, sorry guys, had to just take a drink. My mouth is running dry. Okay, we've still got 3 sisters to go. Let's do it. The fourth sister. Sword raised to the azure sky, enemy blood stains the black robe high. Fortunate to be a maiden fair, outshining heroes with grace and flair. In the old days, the Scorpion Lord brought his 4 sons to the Temple of Yellow Flowers, seeking refuge. The Hundred-Eyed Daoist Master, coveting the power of his venom, promised to arrange marriages between the young spider yaoguais and the Scorpion Princes. Hence he called forth Violet Spider and 4 of her daughters to meet with them. Once everyone was seated, the Daoist Master asked the princes to introduce themselves one by one. The eldest prince stood up, thumping his chest, and declared, "My skills were personally taught by my father. Amongst my brothers, I am the best bachelor. If all the sisters wish to marry me, I don't let it cause any discord." Seeing the sisters frown, the second prince quickly stood up and interjected, "Sisters, please forgive my brother's recklessness. Strong as he is, which I admit, I am no less capable. If you choose me as your husband, I will expand our domain and make it prosperous." The Daoist Master was displeased by the second prince's ambition, and the sisters too remained non-committal, turning their gaze to the third Scorpion son. Feeling the pressure of their stares, he reluctantly said, "Me brothers are skilled, but me younger brother is also exceptional. Sisters, please consider carefully before making a choice." The fourth prince, disdainful of the first brother's lack of confidence, said, "My third brother is a bit awkward in temperament. I hope you don't mind. Although I am younger, my future is promising. Choosing me is choosing the future." After hearing their self-introductions, the Daoist Master asked the 4 daughters of the Zhu family to express their opinions one by one. The oldest sister spoke gently. "With many sisters to look after and our mother's illness, I cannot lay down this burden and let my sisters suffer. My marriage can wait a few more years." The Scorpions shook their heads, expressing regret. The second sister laughed coquettishly and said, "I'm busy managing the family business alone, with many financial gaps to fill. If any of you are willing to help bridge these gaps, I might consider marriage." The Scorpion Lord's mountain had long since fallen to ruin, with no wealth to speak of, so the second sister's words effectively ended the conversation. The third sister, holding a fan, said, "I wish to marry someone with whom I can live in harmony. Love the poetry of Yu Lin. Have any of you read his works?" It's likely that the four princes didn't even know what poetry was, let alone who Lu Yin was. Consequently, everyone pinned their hopes on the fourth sister. Sitting at the end, the fourth sister hummed softly out of boredom before speaking. "My sisters were too polite. Speaking so tactfully, they probably didn't even understand. This so-called meeting is just a scheme against us. We would end up with no gain, while they take all of our dowries and positions in our cave. How dare they consider us the ones to be taken advantage of? They call themselves princes, yet none of them are noble. If they truly had any skills, why not earn their own fortunes instead of showing off and making fools of themselves here?" After the fourth sister's outbursts, the conversation at the table shifted to criticizing her. Though apologies were exchanged, the topic of marriage was never brought up again. The third sister. In seclusion for 100 springs, truth and falsehood the mountain brings. Rosy face turns into grey hair, love stories seldom end in fair. The third daughter of the Zhu family, graceful in demeanour and gentle in nature, loved reading and writing. Observing that her younger sisters were still naive and two elder sisters were extremely busy, she focused on needlework and became the best weaver in the family. The fabric shop, run by the second sister, outside used weaving patterns designed by the third sister. The weavers in the cave were also trained by her. Due to her gentle and kind-hearted nature, she often found it difficult to command the yaoguais. Thus the fifth sister became her best assistant. While the third sister taught her weaving patterns in hand, the fifth sister followed with punishing ruler. If any weaver was particularly unruly, the straightforward fifth sister would report them to the second sister, who would then seal the offender in a cocoon to be used as food. Because the eldest and second sisters were often preoccupied with various affairs, the fifth sister had been following the third sister since her childhood. The third sister was very quiet, so the fifth sister became her lively counterpart. The two sisters bickered and quarrelled, but it made the days pass more easily. Amongst the books the third sister often read were those strange mortal anecdotes. She always found them fascinating and longed to experience these romantic scenes depicted. However, she was too wise to fall for any romantic scholar, knowing that most yaoguais in the stories met tragic ends. The first sister. The path home is covered in green moss. Peach blossoms begin to bloom across. How tender and gentle her caring affection. Among sisters, a loving connection. The eldest sister of the Zhu family was gentle and serene, caring for her younger sisters like a mother. She meticulously managed every aspect of their daily lives. Even the straightforward second sister and the independent fourth sister behaved obediently, and showed a touch of girlish charm in her presence. Each day she oversaw the cave's catering. Everyone's clothing and was the go-to for disputes, illnesses, joys and sorrows, keeping her busy from dawn till dusk. There was always a steady stream of courier lesser yaoguais coming to her with messages. "My lady, the second and fourth ladies are arguing." "My lady, the fifth lady scolded a weaver and now they need an extra hand. Can someone be sent?" "My lady, the sixth lady injured herself while practicing and asked that you come and have a look." One day the lady of the house, her mother, called her to her side. As soon as she stepped into the hut, the tranquil scene of her mother admiring the flowers under a tree caught her eye. Her mother waved her over, saying, "The flowers in our abode are more beautiful than those in the upper realm." Meanwhile, outside the hut, a yaoguai in charge of catering was waiting for her to decide the menu. The steward overseeing the cocoons was waiting to report on matters. The eldest sister asked, "Mother, is there something you wish to instruct me on?" Her mother gently took her hand and said, "I just want you to accompany me in admiring these flowers." She smiled warmly, adding, "I worry that they will wear you out." The eldest sister looked to her mother and was suddenly transported back many years ago, when her mother had held her hand in the same way as they admired the peach blossoms together. The flowers were beautiful then, and so was her mother. Right, we're into actual bosses now at least. So, 5 elemental carts. Oh gosh, at least they're rolling them into one. 5 carts aligned with elements 5. From their fusion, fiery life does thrive. Beast heads roar as they swiftly race. Fire wheels east and west, the path they trace. At Flaming Mountains, Red Boy was about to celebrate his 100th birthday. He was in high spirits and asked the keeper, "My birthday is coming soon. Can I go out and play for a while?" The keeper replied, "As your father instructed when he ordered me to watch over you, I must ensure you focus on your practice. You can't go out at will." The Red Boy argued, "I've already mastered the Samadhi fire. Can't I take a break for a few days?" As he spoke, he punched his nose, releasing a burst of flames. The keeper shook his head. "You were taught the Samadhi fire so you could use it to refine your inner core. Spitting fire carelessly such as that dissipates your ki and is nothing more than a trivial trick." He continued, "The liver corresponds to wood, which generates fire. The heart corresponds to fire, which generates earth. The spleen corresponds to earth, which generates metal. The lungs correspond to metal, which generates water. The kidneys correspond to water, which generates wood. The 5 elements generate to each other in a continuous cycle. With the Samadhi fire, you should use it to refine the energy of your 5 organs." Growing impatient, the Red Boy said, "Enough! I understand. I'll go back to my practice." On his birthday, the Bull King hosted a grand banquet in the mountains, inviting many friends to celebrate. Red Boy ordered some minions to bring out 5 small carts. The minions arranged the carts according to 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. The Red Boy approached them, reciting an incantation, and spat fire from his mouth while thick smoke erupted from his nose. Flames burst forth from his eyes, and fire surged from the 5 carts. After several bursts, the red flames blazed into the sky. The keeper was displeased, feeling that the Red Boy was too playful and overly interested in trivial tricks. He feared that the boy might waste his potential in the days to come. However, the Bull King was very pleased. To him, although the Red Boy was not engaged in deep practice, he already understood how to employ his skills to create useful tools, which showed great ingenuity. He immediately ordered the creation of 5 larger war carts for his son. From then on, the 5-element carts became the Red Boy's companions in his practice. Within 100 years, these carts, imbued with his Samadhi fire, gained sentience and became formidable guais in the Flaming Mountain. The Father of Stones. One second, I'm just going to take a drink before this. Okay, the Father of Stones. In mountains high a deity grand, envy not his bliss that flows like sand. Within his grasp a skeleton light, as romance lost to distant lands. Does that even rhyme? I suppose it rhymes with grand and sand. Yeah, alright. One day, a tattered-clothed girl stumbled into the valley of Yellow Wind Ridge. Covered in wounds, she sought refuge in a cave belonging to a yaoguai after noticing some living goods inside. When the Father of Stones discovered her presence, his initial intention was to expel her. However, upon witnessing her pitiable condition, he relented and granted her permission to rest for a while. To his surprise, the girl ingeniously utilized the wild fruits and game found in the cave to prepare a delectable meal. The tantalizing aroma tempted the Father of Stones, leading him to reconsider his decision and allow her to stay and continue cooking. From that point forward, the stone deity would regularly procure ingredients, while the girl skillfully transformed them into delicious dishes. Thus the Gwai and the girl coexisted harmoniously for a span of 2 years. During a routine day of washing clothes by the river, the girl unexpectedly encountered a woodcutter from her village. Overwhelmed with emotions upon seeing a familiar face, she couldn't contain her tears upon returning to the cave. Through a sob, she revealed the harrowing truth that she had fled from her abusive parents, who planned to force her into a marriage with a foolish suitor in exchange for a dowry. The girl now lived in constant fear of being captured and forcibly taken back to her oppressive home. As expected, the following day at noon, a group of villagers arrived in the valley. The girl's parents, afraid of the yaoguai, desperately pleaded in the entrance of the cave. Despite their pleas, the determined girl refused to comply with their demands. Frustrated and enraged, her parents resorted to cursing her. However, their vitriol subsided momentarily when the Father of Stones emerged from the cave and bellowed a commanding shout, causing the villagers to retreat in fear. Yet, as soon as the stone deity returned inside, the villagers resumed their insults and persistently tormented the girl. The Father of Stones decided to guard the entrance, but the girl's parents threatened to bring the Daoists to subdue the stone guais if their daughter was not returned. Fearing that her presence would bring further trouble to the stone guais, the girl made it the difficult decision to leave the cave during the night. Tragically, she fell off a cliff and lost her life. The following day, the stone guais discovered the lifeless body, already cold and devoid of any signs of life. Upon hearing about Lady Rashaki of the Flaming Mountains and her reputed power and compassionate nature, the stone deity made a difficult journey, carrying the girl's lifeless body to seek help. However, Lady Rashaki, with her deep understanding of life and death, examined the girl's body and came to a somber conclusion. She expressed that attempting to revive her would be futile. Even if she was forcibly brought back to life, she would be nothing more than a soulless shell, devoid of the essence that made her who she was. Unwilling to give up, the stone deity waited on the mountain path of Flaming Mountains every day with the girl's body, hoping to gain Rashaki's sympathy. Even as the girl's flesh turned to bones, he did not abandon hope. I feel kind of bad about killing him now. Quick as fire, fast as wind. Fiery spirit, life he stakes, madnut flaunts, the wind he makes, nostrils flare with smoky breath, mouse exclaims with flames of death. Smoke ascends, the wind does chase, fire spreads with wind's embrace. Loyalty worth 1,000 gold, together strong their bond unfolds. In bygone days there were two ruffians wandering the city, always spending their nights beneath the same ruined section of the city walls, thus forming a close bond. With no attachments or concern, they acted recklessly and without restraint. One time, during the robbery of a wealthy young master, they accidentally killed him, leading to their joint sentencing to death by beheading, their execution scheduled for the autumn. While imprisoned, one ruffian said to the other, "We had a carefree life, and if we must die, so be it. It's a pity we won't be able to enjoy ourselves together any more." The other ruffian replied, "If you wish to continue our fun together, it's not impossible. I am a descendant of the Fallen Head clan and possess some of their tricks." He whispered a set of skills in his companion's ear. Come autumn, the two were beheaded in a public square. As the executioner sprayed wine and swung his blade, their heads fell to the ground, but suddenly flew up into the air, much to the astonishment and cheers of the onlookers. Afterwards, the two heads flew into the mountains and became yaoguais, one named Quick as Fire and the other Fast as Wind. Flint Chief. Divine fire crafts a wondrous device. In depths of the flame pool it hides from eyes. Foes arise with swift and fierce might. In clash its grandeur shines bright. When it comes to who spoiled the Red Boy the most in Flaming Mountains, it has to be the Keeper. However, Red Boy didn't always appreciate it, much like his parents, the Bull King and Lady Rashaki, who took the Keeper's efforts for granted. After all, he was not one of the family, and regardless of how much effort he put into the others, he was still an outsider. One day Red Boy demanded to have a flint guard, modelled after the stone vanguard of Yellowwind Ridge. The Bull King and Lady Rashaki did not favour the plan, but the Keeper immediately agreed. Fearing that just a stone vanguard would not be enough to entertain the Red Boy, he went ahead and created more rockguais. Amongst them was a giant rockguai with arms and legs strong enough to support its massive body. This giant rockguai was more formidable than the others. Usually lying dormant in the river of fire, it would only emerge when summoned by its master or when a powerful enemy was intruded. Red Boy didn't like these rockguais that the Keeper had created without his permission and mostly visited only the Flint Vanguard. Since the Red Boy lived with Lady Rashaki in the Emerald Hall, the Keeper stationed these rockguais in the Furnace Valley. Later, when Red Boy besieged the Flaming Mountains, these rockguais from the River of Fire proved to be quite helpful, inevitably leading to some speculation over the Keeper himself. I think we only have one king, that was the Daoist. Hundred-Eyed Daoist Master. Tending the furnace, stoking the flame, making pills to immortality aspire, countless eyes and countless schemes, one misstep and shatter all dreams. Will this work? The violet spider lowered her head, daring not look directly at Hundred-Eyed Daoist Master. The master handed a needle to the old woman and said softly, "With what the monkey left behind and this vessel of mine, you have nothing to worry about. If both fail, come to me and I will back you up." He paused as if a new thought had struck him and added, "If I act first, you will never see that pig again." Hearing this, the old woman quickly took the needle and thanked him and left. Once the door closed, an immortal with a red scalp and a crane face came in, holding a fly whisk. He emerged from behind the screen, looking at the master imposingly. The master bowed respectfully and reported, "With that pig in our hands, the Destined One will not cause any trouble." The crane immortal remained non-committal and sighed. "Your little schemes are all under His Majesty's watchful eyes. He hasn't intervened for respect for Her Majesty." The master chuckled and dryly replied, "Her Majesty's words, they've taken too much profit. This time our principle and interest must be taken back. The crane immortal flicked his fly whisk as if shooing away flies and said leisurely, "Once it's done, you leave, but they still have to stay." No expression could be seen on the master's face as he bowed deeply to the immortal. And that was it. Oh, shoot, that was a lot of them. But anyway, I've just realised we didn't actually buy the relic ability. Let's just grab that too so you can see what I get. Because I think I picked Hubris when I was offline, like after I just logged off for a session. So last time when we picked up Hubris, I went for an increased invisibility window after dodging. So this time we've picked up the Envious Tongue. So our options are, after consuming medicine increases your critical hit chance of your next attack. Spread the word, immobilize affects all enemies around a target. I do like the sound of that. And each equipped soak, it slightly increases the health recovery of drink. I mean, that might actually be fairly good. Yeah. To be fair, I mainly use immobilize on bosses, and they usually aren't two bosses at the same time. We've only seen a couple of those. And that only raises crit of my... It's only a chance, it's only the next attack. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Connoisseur's Tongue and get better healing. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. So, as always, thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it was a bit of a long one this time, but at least we got through all those spidery stories. But anyway, I am Kim, or Adverse Camber 42, and this is my main stream. It's live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 PM GMT and Saturdays at 5 PM GMT, where we will be sticking with Black Myth Wukong to the bitter end. I do sometimes play some other games on the side, just as and when I have a couple of free hours. At the moment, I am playing Kingdom Hearts Re: Chain of Memories during the week. That's on PlayStation 4. And I'm playing The Wolf Among Us on a Sunday. Please do check them out if you're interested. You can follow me on Blue Sky. My username there is also AdverseCamber42 if you want to get hold of me between these chats or know when I'm going to come online to play. I also have an AdverseCamber42 YouTube channel where old episodes are put up, usually within a day of airing here. In case you want to catch up on the plot of Black Myth Wukong so far, or any of the previous games I've played. My tastes are varied and there's a lot on there right now, which includes Cyberpunk 2077, Silent Hill F, Liza P, Bloodborne, Goodbye Volcano High, Disco Elysium, Dredge, Psychonauts 1 and 2, Danganronpa 1 and 2, Tales from the Borderlands, Night in the Woods, Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle in Flesh. Please do check them out if you're interested. I am also one half of Things Are Getting Strange, a Twin Peaks Rewatch podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes go up every Thursday, 8 PM GMT. We're reviewing the series one episode at a time. There's already 4 episodes up there for you to check out, as well as our previous seasons in which we rewatched and reviewed all of The X-Files and Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Please do check them out if you're interested. If you can afford to do so, consider also supporting our Patreon. It helps keep the lights on and gives you access to things you can't get anywhere else, which includes a full Let's Play of the 1998 X-Files FMV game for the original PlayStation. Anyhow, that's it for tonight. As always, thanks for bearing with me. Unless I see you before for some more Kingdom Hearts Re: Chain of Memories, I'll be back Saturday, 5 PM GMT for the next part of Black Myth Wukong. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye now.